A good afternoon to you from Brookland Casey High School in Casey, South Carolina on a 68-degree sunny afternoon. Time for Palmetto Prep football once again, ladies and gentlemen. Final time here in 2021, and maybe a little fitting that here on Halloween, some marauders from Myrtle Beach are here to pillage and try to take things away from your Minutemen. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you, and a happy Halloween to all the kids and kids at heart out there. We got a special Halloween broadcast for you. Some college football ghost stories coming at you here this afternoon, in addition to today's game, the season finale for both of these teams. Myrtle Beach at 7-2, and your Minutemen at 5-3. Palmetto Prep winning 35-12 against Birmingham Prep 2 weeks ago. Total effort that snapped a 3-game losing streak. They were supposed to play last week against Methodist University. That game was canceled due to some injuries. So Palmetto Prep won the toss and they deferred. So Ethan Greenberg set to kick it away. And the Marauders will receive first. It's Chris Joins back to receive the opening kick for Myrtle Beach. And they set up 5 yards too far back. So we will move it up 5 and kick from the 35, which is traditional. Ethan Greenberg's got a leg so big, he said, I don't need those 5 yards. I'm kicking it from the 30. It's a knuckler that's going to bounce and take a hop at the 18, taken by the left side. That's Kenji Montgomery. Correction, Warren Campnaga, and he almost breaks through. A great return by the wide receiver from New Orleans all the way to the Palmetto Prep 30. And this is a very good Marauders team, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. They have a lot of athletic ability. They're going to start Colin Parachek at quarterback. The running back is Jackson Stampfly. He was All-State in Idaho. Very similar to the way that Palmetto Prep roster is constructed. This is a very deep running attack. They've got 2 good slingers at quarterback and some good playmakers at wide receiver. So it'll be an interesting matchup here today, and they start with good field position at the Minutemen 30. 1st and 10, the handoff goes to Stampfly, and he cuts left for a gain of a few. It was Hamilton making the stop on 1st down after a short pickup. Colin Parachek, the quarterback, school records for pass yards and touchdowns. He's got a Morehead State offer. He's from Michigan. And it looks like we've got some flags. Offsides is the call, so that'll make it a 2nd down and short. 2nd down and 2, they'll call it, from the 22-yard line. Amos Zephyr is in there at fullback. He's listed as a DB, but in to provide some blocking here. Play action, the slant, and it's caught by Joins over the middle. He stood up after a 1st down to the 12-yard line of the Minutemen. Hamilton making his 2nd stop already today. Wide receiver Wilborn is nearest to us. 2 receivers, Joins and Smith to the left side of your screen for the Marauders as they're on the march. 1st and 10. Parachek in the shotgun directing traffic. Parachek looks to throw. Pass is going to be caught back at the 15-yard line. And that is Ibrahim, Corey Ibrahim, the running back. Freddie Towns makes the stop, so stopped in the backfield. It's second down and 12 now. So I thought it was Stamfly. I believe that's a 29. Is that a 29 or a 23 in the backfield? I think it's 29 too. Ibrahim passes caught over on the far side, escaping a tackle and heading into the end zone. The Marauders get a score. Flag is down though, so hold up. It is 23? Yeah. Thank you. These are the most janky looking numbers I've ever seen in my life. They're like crooked. So the touchdown is good. It's offsides, and let's run it back. Can't really tell you who scored there, but Myrtle Beach gets on the board quickly. It looked like it was 89, but I have no... It could have been Carson Powers, the tight end. He's 85. Who knows? But I can tell you that Orlin Lopez is going to come on and attempt the extra point. Lopez boots it through, and it's 7-0. Good start for the Marauders here on Halloween. Well, I told you, we'll do some college football ghost stories for you today. Have you ever been to Camp Randall Stadium? You might hear that name, Camp Randall, and not think much of it, but it was actually a camp during the Civil War. That grounds that Camp Randall sits on was used by Union officers for training, and it was also used as a prison for some of the Confederate soldiers who were brought up, not only injured but captured as well. And legend has it, ladies and gentlemen, that some tailgaters at Camp Randall Stadium often see the ghost of those Confederate soldiers right outside the stadium. Now, who knows if it's early in the tailgating when they see them or closer to kickoff after they've had a few, but that's the legend at Camp Randall Stadium. I didn't know that Camp Randall actually was a camp. It would make sense that they use that name, but just never put two and two together. So there you go. That's college football ghost story number one. Are you frightened? Please, ladies and gentlemen, hide your kids. Protect them from some of these. Kickoff is away. It's Eric Harris Jr. who's going to return it at the 11. Goes to the right side past the 20-25. Escapes a couple tacklers and then got popped at the 27-yard line. So Palmetto Prep will take over now with 12:32 remaining. As I mentioned, final game of 2021 here for the Minutemen. Starting line, left tackle Porter Eason, left guard Nate Holder, center Cooper Dunnigan, right guard Nick Hart, right tackle is Dylan Porter. We'll also see number 53 Shamar Crawford. And it looks like that's Andrew Person starting today at quarterback. He hands it off to Duhart, who starts at running back, and a good burst by Duhart. Gain of 13 yards out to the 43-yard line and the first down for the Minutemen. So good start on offense for both of these teams. So I mentioned Andrew Person starts at quarterback today. DeAndre Duhart is the running back. Tight end is number 10. That's Max Dowling. Wide receivers, number 1, Jaquan Gibson. Number 4, Eric Harris Jr. Number 7, Jaden Scott. Number 18 is Joran Simmons. Play action, pass caught over the middle by Scott at midfield. It's a pickup of 8 yards on first down. Both teams moving the football with some relative ease here in the early going. So Person, I believe this is his first start of the year. Caden Bell McKeithen, by the way, also starting at tight end today. Lone back remains Duhart here on 2nd and 2, and flags are down. Chris Shima, glad to be with you here today. Happy to have been with you all season long, too. False start called on Palmetto Prep, so they're going to back it up inside Minutemen territory now at the 46-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for Palmetto. Good start for Myrtle Beach, a touchdown pass to somebody by the starting quarterback, Colin Parachek, has them up 7-0. 2nd and 7, Duhart. And Duhart, there were a couple of guys from Myrtle Beach that got into the backfields. Duhart did a nice job to gain a couple there, just diving ahead. So that'll set up a 3rd down and 5. Let's take another look at the penetration, and you could see a couple guys right there in the backfield. But Duhart able to escape, gain a couple, and make it 3rd down and manageable here for Palmetto Prep. 68, beautiful day today. There's going to be a lot of kids. I think a lot of the kids went trick-or-treating yesterday and Friday. I don't think there's a lot going on here today, but still, if you're out and about, be careful. Person, play action, looking to throw on the near side, and it is juggled and grabbed. Max Dowling. Oh, my goodness. At the 39-yard line. Let's run that one back real quick here. I don't know if he's made a commitment yet. He's got all kinds of offers, Max Dowling. Look at this. Juggled, looked like it might be intercepted for a minute, and Dowling says, I got this. I'm going D1 pretty soon here. Let me just make it official. Be interesting to see where he winds up. He is one of the better tight ends that I've seen in a while at any level. Duhart, again, testing this left near side and getting another good burst on 1st down. Almost the same play that they started this drive with. And almost the same result, about a gain of 14 down to the Marauders' 25-yard line.
That's another Palmetto Prep Minutemen 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Myrtle Beach 25.
Minutemen on the march. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends set. Receiver on the left is Scott. Receiver on the right is Gibson. And see, they're not having as much luck on the right side as Duhart gets stood up for a loss of 4, it looks like it's going to be. Good penetration there over on that left side. Clifton Thompson, the big man for the Marauders, getting in there. A few other guys as well. Jaqual Talmadge, one of the DBs, was in there, I believe. So 2nd down and 14 now for Palmetto Prep. By the way, shout out to Tavin Ward. He is at South Florida now. He's committed and gone, folks. Tavin Ward moving on up. Congratulations to him. Not a bad place to go play college football, South Florida. Play action. Person, again, Scott over the middle. So got those yards lost back, plus 4 more down to the 21-yard line of the Marauders, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 6 now for Palmetto Prep. Extra defensive lineman Christian Pines comes in for the Marauders, wearing number 33. Talmadge, the DB, is lined up and showing a blitz on this near side. It'll be a run. Duhart testing the left side and again having success to the 10-5 touchdown. 21 yards. DeAndre Duhart romps to the house, and we're an extra point away from being all even. 8 minutes left to go here in this opening quarter. So here comes Ethan Greenberg to try to tie this one up. Good start to this one. Both offenses looking strong here. And Greenberg boots it through. All tied at 7 apiece. Timeout from Brookland Casey. We got 8 minutes to go and an entertaining Chris Sheeman back here with you. 21-yard touchdown run. DeAndre Duhart all even. Special teams got to be a little better here on this kickoff as Greenberg sends it away. Campagna back to receive, and this time he stopped at the 26-yard line. Let's go back to the touchdown run. It's been this left side that Duhart has had success with. 21 yards that time. He's got about, let's see, he ran for 14, 28 total, 21. So he's got about 40 plus, maybe close to 50 yards on that left side alone. I believe that's 35 in it, running back. That would be Nigel Moore. We're going to see a lot of running backs today for Myrtle Beach, and Marauders fans, I will do my best. It's still Colin Parachek at quarterback. 3 receivers set here on 1st and 10 from their own 26, and flags are down. Looks like we're going to get a false start.
They'll have a 1st and 15 from their own 21-yard line.
So 1st and 15 back at the 21 now for Parachek in the offense. Ryan Williams, head coach, defensive coordinator for the Marauders. Play action, pocket collapses, and Parachek is sacked. Flag is down. Ricky Stever, I believe, getting the sack there. Let's check the flag first. Correction, Chandler Johnson coming over from defensive back for your varsity player at Community Christian in Stockbridge, Georgia? Yeah, Stockbridge. So they're going to take the penalty instead. It'll be holding. The Hornets are back. When did that happen? So 1st and 25 now from the 11. Again, I believe Nigel Moore, number 35, at running back. Number 81, Corey Adu, has come in at wide receiver. Parachek rolls, looking for Adu. Pass is caught, and he takes it out to the 23-yard line. Pretty good pickup there to get most of those yards back on 1st down. A 12-yard pickup, they say, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 13. Again, Parachek looking to throw, dancing around, facing pressure, and the pass is incomplete on the near side, intended for Wilburn. More penetration for that Palmetto defense. Grayson Cadd getting in there. 66 is Javon Nguyen. He was back in there in that backfield quickly. So 3rd down and long now. 3rd and 13. Four receivers set. Blitz is coming. Airing it out. Parachek. Will it be picked? No. It's through the fingertips of Chase Davis. But nobody, no receiver close near it. So that'll bring out Lopez to punt it for Myrtle Beach. Nickel Fields getting set to return the kick. 6:45 to go here in this opening quarter. That looks like Mason LaSorsa who will kick it. I had their kicker as number 80, but clearly that is number 40, and that would be Mason LaSorsa. We've seen linebackers kick it before. Ask Darius Keck. High arcing punt that's going to bounce at the 46 of the Minutemen, take a Marauder bounce and roll inside the 30. It'll be down at the 27. That's where the Minutemen take over here on Halloween. We'll take a timeout and come back. Second drive of the game for Palmetto Prep coming up. It's nitty-gritty recruiting time. If you need a highlight video done professionally, give me a shout. There's how you do that. Chris Sheeman back here with you. 6:31 remaining. Still Andrew Person at quarterback. The Quincy Thompson in at running back. Bulldozing for a first down. Still on his feet past the 40, and he's going to be stopped at the 42. Both of these teams have at least 4 good running backs. All states, 3-star, 4-star recruits. Expect a lot of running of the football. We saw the Marauders throw it on every down, mainly because of the penalties on the last drive, but they will run. Caden Bell McKeithen still acting as the second tight end, and it looks like Thompson got tripped up on himself there. So a gain of, loss of 2, excuse me. Second down and 2 back at their own 41. 5:39 left to go here in this opening quarter. Good opening drives for both of these teams. Myrtle Beach got a touchdown pass with 12:32 to go from Parachek to make it 7-zip. Then at the 8-minute mark was 21-yard run by DeAndre Duhart, if you're just joining us. Person throwing over the middle, Eric Harris at the 40, 35, and he'll be stopped there inside Marauder territory, and a nice pickup there. 21-yard gain. Julian Rohan, one of the defensive backs, making the stop for Myrtle Beach. Inside 5 to go now here in the opening quarter. Person looking really comfortable starting this game. First start, I believe, of the year. Shout out to the folks in Long Island who are watching and cheering him on. Quincy Thompson, he is so hard to bring down. There's a gain of a few. 2-year varsity player in Humble, Texas, averaged over 8 yards per rush and 28 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards as well. He put up those kind of numbers at the high school level in Texas. That's saying something. Max Dowling is out at wide receiver on the near side now. And McKeithen still, they're looking for Dowling. Passes a little bit off the mark. It'll be 3rd down and 8 with inside 4 to go here in this opening quarter. So Person goes over to the bench to get the call. Another offer came in while we were away for a couple weeks. Offensive lineman Cooper Dunnigan, offered by Wheeling. Dunnigan, I believe, is from Virginia. I know Wheeling, West Virginia, fairly well. It's if he's a little homesick, it'll give him the taste of home a little bit, that area of the country. Blitz is on. Person airing it out. Jump ball caught. Traquel Murray. Touchdown, Minutemen. A 39-yard toss by Andrew Person. And Palmetto Prep looking good. 33 yards officially. Ethan Greenberg again to attempt the extra point. Kick is away, and Palmetto Prep has a 7-point lead. 14-7 Minutemen late in this first quarter. Palmetto Prep 14 unanswered. We'll be back as the Marauders go back on offense here in just a moment.
Testing the left side and again having success.
Well, I didn't mean to do that, but why not watch DeAndre Duhart go into the end zone again? Kick is away. Ethan Greenberg kicking it downfield, and trouble with it on the bounce. Joins, takes it, and gathers himself, getting out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So Marauders will take over at their own 31. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. 3:43 remaining here in this opening quarter, and first lead of this afternoon for Palmetto Prep. Defense for Palmetto Prep up front, Darius Runner, number 97, number 99, Andrew King, Javon Nguyen, 66, and 81 is Tyree Morris. Set the linebackers, Amir Muhammad, Demir Whitaker, Donquay Wilson, 34, 16, and 31 respectively, and number 41 is Stanley Bryant. Here's nearest to us. Set the secondary here in just a moment as the handoff goes to number 23. That's Stampfly, and he stood up. Gain of about a yard. Secondary for Palmetto Prep. The corners, Henry Pickens and Logan Crossfield. Andre Hamilton as well. And the safeties, Chandler Johnson and Freddie Towns. Second down and 9. Passes caught over on the far side by Joins, and Joins takes it close to the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. I think he might be a little short. So, yeah, call it an 8-yard gain and third down and 1. There is a flag down, though, so hold everything with 3:09 left to go. That's going to be a personal foul on Palmetto Prep. For what? Some ghost for the Minutemen was on the field doing something naughty. So, first and 10 inside Minutemen territory at their 43-yard line now for Myrtle Beach. Parachek, slant, caught by Joins. And Joins has a first down, and another flag is down at the 34-yard line. So 10-yard pickup, and let's see what we got. It's a face mask penalty and a personal foul. And Wes Dorton, who's never been mad in his life, is happy right now on the sideline. His face is red with joy. Last game of the year, folks. Stampfly remains the stupidest thing I've ever said. 20 years of broadcasting. Parachek the slant. That's batted away. Darius Keck, the linebacker. Okay, Sydney. Slot receiver on the near side. Does that say 81?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. So Adu is back in. He goes in motion now to the far side. 2nd and 10. Slant caught. Again on the near side. It's Wilburn, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Marauders. Down to the 6-yard line. So Myrtle Beach is on the march.
Gain of 13 on the play. That gives Myrtle Beach a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
They have a lot of depth. Francis, the tight end, is in now. Parachek looking to throw, whips it into the end zone, and it's caught by Joins for a touchdown. And Myrtle Beach is an extra point away from tying us up with 2:18 left to go here in this opening quarter. Oren Lopez out there to kick it, try to even us up. Holder is Avery Scott, one of the DBs. Kick is up. Kick is good. 14 all late in this opening quarter. It's been all offense here in the early going. We'll be back with the kickoff here in just a moment. Fourteen to 14 on Halloween. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Marauders 7 and 2, Minutemen 5 and 3, and the boot by Lopez is going to be taken by Eric Harris Jr. to the 25-30, 35-40. Turns on the Jets. He's at the 50-40 and knocked out of bounds at the Marauder 35-yard line. Orlin Lopez, the kicker. They raise him tough in Connecticut. He makes the touchdown-saving tackle. But a good, there's a flag down. Are you kidding? They're calling holding on Palmetto Prep. Back it up. Forget about the run. The bureaucrats are working extra here today. You know what's interesting about my time in the Carolinas? You know, at this level, the referees, you're being paid by the school. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but typically the home team, you would think, has the advantage. I've never seen that in any sport that I've done in Carolinas, ever since 2012. It's always been the opposite. So that was a tough one. Andrew Person remains the quarterback. 4 receivers set now. Nickel Fields in at running back. He's going to the near side, and he got wrapped up at the 31-yard line. Fans looking for a call as John Brown, the lineman, grabbed him by the jersey. So 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8, inside 2 to go here in this opening quarter. A lot of good action so far here today. These two teams very evenly matched. We expected it to be close, and it's lived up to it so far. And we've seen just a little bit of everything, too, here in the first 15 minutes. Nice special teams plays and good defensive plays like that one. And play action to Fields now. Person throws it over on the far side. Number 18, Jordan Simmons with the catch. And he'll be marked out of bounds at the 36-yard line, it looks like. 5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 3 with 1:19 and counting here in this opening quarter. Final game of 2021 for Palmetto Prep, trying to go to 5-1 here at home and win their 6th. Person looks near side, blitz comes, and Person gets rocked at the 25-yard line.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Trying to see the number. It looks like it was 32. I don't have a 32 on my roster. That's definitely a 32. Couldn't tell you, folks. But it will be a punt. First punt of the ball game as Ethan Greenberg, with 20 seconds to go in the quarter, will boot it. And that is going to go out of bounds inside Minutemen territory. So good field position for the Marauders at the 45-yard line. Well, I don't know if this classifies as a ghost story. It's called The Undertaker. There was an Undertaker, a big fan of the Tide in Alabama, and he requested to be buried next to Bryant-Denny Stadium. Well, his wife passed away first. She was buried in his plot, and legend has it, he had her moved so that he could be in between her and the stadium so he could root on the Crimson Tide from beyond the grave. You can actually go see the grave. The headstone reads, "Hi, thanks for stopping by." Again, I don't know if that's not a ghost story, but something to fill the quarter. Why not? First down run up ahead. It's Amani El Nawal in at running back from Nevada, picking up 5 straight ahead. And that takes us to the end of the opening quarter. Even Steven at 14 apiece. Minutemen and Marauders. A couple of talented teams wrapping up 2021. We'll be back here in just a moment. Oh, man, I love Rihanna. Just the best music of the last 20 years has been done by Rihanna. Sorry, Beyonce fans. I wish we could play some of the music they play here, but YouTube will flag us. So start of the second quarter. I'm Chris Sheeman, by the way, back here with you on Halloween. It's Marauders with the football, and Amani El Nawal is going to be wrapped up for a loss, it looks like, of 1, maybe 1.5. So that'll set up a third down, and they backed him up to a 2-yard loss. So it'll be a 3rd down and 7, we'll call it. Parachek, 3 receivers on the right side. El Nawal remains the running back on your right. Parachek airing it out. Got a man, and it is bounced and incomplete. I thought Wilburn was going to make a one-hand grab. Boy, this Parachek is something else. He played at Dexter High School in Michigan and threw for 7,500 yards, 90 touchdowns. He had 14 rushing touchdowns as well. And as I mentioned, school records for pass yards in a season with over 2,800 and touchdown passes in a season with 39. That happened his junior year. And he's got a Morehead State offer. And if those folks are out there watching, you better wrap him up. Man, he's got an arm. So it'll be a punt now for the Marauders. And I believe it's La Sorsa. Nickel Fields is back to receive. Standing at about his 10-yard line, just underway here in this second quarter, 14-14. The Pooch. And it takes a neutral bounce. It'll be out at the 20-yard line. Palmetto Prep will take over. Andrew Person started the game at quarterback. He remains out there. The starting running back, DeAndre Duhart, will come back in. $14-10 left to go. Final game for both of these teams, I do believe. I think I saw Myrtle Beach, the Marauders, tweet out that today was it for them as well. Person handoff to Duhart. Duhart tries to cut left, and he is stood up at the 21-yard line.
Short gain on the play. Pick up 2 yards. Second down and 8 to go from the 22.
Brandon Tucker, I believe, making that stop, one of the linebackers for Myrtle Beach. Marauders 7-2, Minutemen 5-3. Lone receiver on the near side, Traquel Murray, caught a touchdown pass a couple drives ago. Blitz is on, and the screen pass is caught on the near side. Caden Bell McKeithen has a first down out to the 31-yard line.
9 on the play.
9-yard pickup.
Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. That's the Palmetto Prep Minutemen first down.
Max Dowling back in at tight end. It's been a 2 tight end formation, and we've seen this formation a lot the last couple of games. McKeithen, Caden Bell McKeithen, the second tight end, adding some blocking for Duhart, who spins away from a tackle and gets out to the 34-yard line. Let's run that one back. That was a pretty move by Duhart to make something out of not much there.
Caden Bell McKeithen, the second tight end, adding some blocking.
Nice spin play there, Duhart.
From a tackle and gets out to the
DeAndre Duhart, over 2,100 yards, 8.3 yards per rush, 3-year varsity player at Northeast in Macon, Georgia. Somebody's going to be lucky to have him. He's a hard worker. Person, high pass, caught at the 40-yard line, Jaden Scott. Tackle on the play, Warren Campagna. 5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 1 for Palmetto Prep. Inside 12 to go here in this opening half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you on a beautiful Halloween day. 68 degrees, and you can count the clouds with one hand. They're little popcorn clouds, the few that are out there. Lone receiver is Scott on the left. We'll see if they run it here on 3rd and 1. They will. Duhart almost got popped. Stays on his feet a second time. And a third effort might have gotten him the first down. We'll see where they mark it. It's inside, just inside that 40. So they actually marked him back. I thought he got at least back to the line of scrimmage. The bureaucrats are giving us nothing today, folks. Nothing at all. These guys are going to be handing out toothbrushes to the trick-or-treaters tonight. That's the kind of people they are. So it'll be 4th and 1. Palmetto Prep going to roll the dice here in a 14-14 game at their own 40-yard line and go for it. Inside 11 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Oh boy, that did not go well.
Fumble on the field.
Fumble is going to be recovered, and
37-yard line.
Umar Conde, the defensive lineman, comes out of the pack with it. So turnover gives the ball back to Myrtle Beach, and they'll have it at the Minutemen 37-yard line.
Let's make some noise.
Stamfly returning at running back for the Marauders. Colin Parachek remains at quarterback. We expect to see Vic Garrido as well. He's another slinger for Myrtle Beach Collegiate. Three receivers bunched to that near side. Parachek throws it over everybody's head. He initially rolled to that right side where everybody was bunched, then quickly looked over the middle and airmailed it. Didn't like what he saw there, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Smith, the lone receiver on the near side. He's got Wilburn and Joins on the right. Francis, the tight end. Offset. Play action. Parachek almost tripped and fell and airmailed it out of bounds again. Pressure forcing him into that quick throw. Tyree Morris, I believe. Yeah, it was Tyree Morris getting in there to disrupt things. 3rd down and 10 for Myrtle Beach. Same formation. Tight end Francis offset to the left of Parachek. Now moves to the right. Now goes out. Parachek rushed and sacked once again. Tyree Morris getting in there. Keefe was also in there. Reagan Keefe, the linebacker from right here in Columbia. So 4th and long and a 3-and-out for the Marauders, who will kick it away. So in the first quarter, it was looking like BYU Virginia from last night. And now here in the second quarter, we got lockdown defense going. Past 10 the play, 9:50 to be exact. The punt by La Sorsa, and that's going to go out of bounds. Henry Pickens was nowhere near it. Palmetto Prep will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30 here in quarter number 2 when you come back. New quarterback for Palmetto Prep is Hayden Vasquez, and he'll hand it off. Run for no gain on 1st down for Quincy Thompson. So Andrew Person started the game, good minutes, played the opening quarter and the first drive here in this second quarter. Now it's Hayden Vasquez. All the offers we've been telling you about for Palmetto Prep have come pretty much from the defense and the offensive line. Caden Bell McKeithen has an offer with Johnson C. Smith. Jaquan Gibson, the receiver, an offer at UMass. Max Dowling, of course, several offers as Vasquez swings it, and it's complete on the far side. Joshua Johnson to make it 3rd down and 3. Out to the 37-yard line. So Palmetto's got to get it to the 40 if they want to keep this drive going. 8:43 remaining here in quarter number 2. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here this afternoon from Columbia, South Carolina, technically Casey. Vasquez, 3 receivers on the near side. Slant over to middle, wide open Eric Harris, and he's going to the house. Turn on the Jets, young man. Eric Harris flies into the end zone, and the Minutemen are back up by a touchdown.
Vasquez to Eric Harris Jr. for 63 yards.
63 yards officially on that touchdown run. Ethan Greenberg will kick the extra point. He's 2 for 2 so far today. Eric Harris with the hold, and that kick is blocked. Palmetto Prep recovered it. Now the ball deflected into the end zone. It can be returned. Campagna is going to try it, and he'll go out of bounds. So it remains 20-14, but Palmetto Prep does retake the lead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a cold, pitch-black night in December of 1920 when, after a late night out celebrating his final football game against Northwestern, George Gipp, a halfback for the University of Notre Dame, he missed curfew, and he found the doors to his dormitory, Washington Hall, locked. Rather than sneak in and risk getting caught, which would have been the smart thing to do, George, he decided to sleep outside, so he wasn't sober. Nobody's sleeping outside sober, ladies and gentlemen. That decision likely led to his death, by the way. He contracted pneumonia, later died from complications. The Gipp played under legendary coach Newt Rockne from 1917 to 1920. On his deathbed, Gipp made the famous plea to Coach Rockne, you might be familiar, asking to win one for the Gipper. It's been a rallying cry for Notre Dame football ever since. Well, not long after the Gipper's death, students who lived in Washington Hall started to experience some signs of a paranormal visitor. They reported hearing strange noises, papers rustling under the door, music being played late at night, phantom footsteps, and even horns going off without warning. The Gipper spirit is still said to linger in the music hall on campus today and occasionally spook students. Folks, don't sleep outside in winter in South Bend, Indiana. That's not a ghost story. That's a stupid person story. That's not scary. That's a lesson. It remains Colin Parachek at quarterback. We have a new running back. I believe that's Nigel Moore again, number 35. Tight end Francis to the right. Handoff goes to Moore. Moore straight ahead. And he's out to the 28-yard line. That's all I got for Halloween ghost stories, I think. Let me scroll through here. Yeah, that's all. I hope you aren't too scared. I hope you can sleep tonight. Call it a gain of 3. Now Moore goes to the left. And he gets out past the 30. Nigel Moore played at Lancaster High School here in South Carolina. It's a 25, is that? Who's got the the long pink socks in the backfield with next to the quarterback? Is that a 25? We're playing a guessing game with some of these numbers here for Myrtle Beach, folks. Yeah. All right, Parachek on 3rd down and 4. Slings it to the right side, joins, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of that first down marker. 85 is in there, okay. Darius Keck makes the tackle. That was Carson Powers, another tight end, who I was trying to figure out, who I believe caught the first touchdown of the game for Myrtle Beach. So the defenses have really clamped down here in the second quarter, although Palmetto Prep did get a touchdown on their last drive now. Nice job by the defense to get a stop, and Minutemen will receive the punt. It's Nickel Field standing at his 34, and Mason LaSorsa standing at his 21 to kick it away for Myrtle Beach. Boots it at the 35. High, nice kick, and that's going to be fair caught by Fields at the 26-yard line. Palmetto Prep goes back on offense here in just a moment. We'll be back. Hayden Vasquez remains the quarterback for Palmetto Prep. Chris Sheeman back here with you, 5:58 and counting to go here in this second quarter. Nickel Fields out to the 30-yard line. Nickel Fields, the running back, 3-star Providence Day recruit, went over 3,000 yards in his high school career, 35 touchdowns. He also had 867 receiving yards. Fields from Charlotte, North Carolina. 2-yard pickup on first down. Out to the far side, Jaden Scott. Quick pass out to Simmons in the backfield. Simmons trying to just get back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to stop him for a loss of 1. Good defense there. Avery Scott, defensive back for Myrtle Beach. Julian Rohan, we've called his name a couple of times for the Marauders as well, helped out. So 3rd down and 8. Palmetto Prep got to get it out to the 37-yard line. Vasquez. Fields goes in motion. Vasquez being pressured. He'll keep it, fumble it, and it's picked up by the Marauders. Number 53 picking it up for Myrtle Beach. I don't have a 53 on my roster, so can't. All these college coaches out there watching this game right now, I can't tell you who some of these kids are because they don't have the right jerseys on. But real good field position for Myrtle Beach. Sandfly is back in at running back. Parachek, the quarterback. Adu, one of the slot receivers on the far side. It is it 1st and goal? No, it's first. It's back at the, where are they marking it? 14, so 1st and 10 here for Myrtle Beach. Play action, slant over the middle, and it's deflected. It was intended for Joins, and Amir Muhammad making the nice defensive play. From Buffalo at Canisius High School, he had 58 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 5 sacks his junior and senior years. 2 receivers to each side now for Parachek. I'm surprised we haven't seen more runs. I expected with the depth that Myrtle Beach has, the running game would be a factor, but they got playmakers at wide receiver too. Joins unable to make a play that time as he got stuffed. That was Hamilton making the play. Andre Hamilton with a big stop on 2nd down, making it 3rd down and 8. 4:10 and counting here in this opening half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Good field position. Marauders don't want to squander it. Beautiful ball, Parachek, and is it caught? It sure is. What a dandy. Smith hangs on And we're an extra point away from Myrtle Beach retaking the lead now on a 14-yard touchdown throw. Extra point will be taken here by the kicker, Orlin Lopez. I got about three things that I want to do all at the same time. I'm going to try to show you the replay here before the extra point. Oh, pretty grab. Good defense by Palmetto. Not much you could do about that. So Lopez trying to make it 21-20. Snap was high, kick is up though, and it is good. Myrtle Beach retakes the lead 21-20. We'll take a timeout. Palmetto Prep goes back on offense, down by 1 when we come back. Chris Sheeman back here with you. If you're just joining us, we've seen a lot of action. Myrtle Beach got a touchdown pass by Parachek to start on their opening drive after a good kick return. Gave them good field position. 12:32 to go in the first quarter. That made it 7-0. DeAndre Duhart tied us up with a 21-yard touchdown run in the opening quarter at the 8-minute mark, 7-all. 3:51 to go in the first. It was a 33-yard touchdown pass. Person to Murray, make it 14-7. Then a 10-yard toss by Parachek to Joins from Myrtle Beach made it 14-all with 2:18 to go in the quarter. Here in the second, Vasquez hit Eric Harris Jr. with a bomb to make it 20-14, and Parachek to Smith just moments ago on a 14-yard touchdown catch. The extra point missed on the last touchdown for Palmetto Prep is the difference right now, as Myrtle Beach has a 21-20 lead. So Palmetto Prep will get it at the 26. Hayden Vasquez, the quarterback. 3:42 left to go. Maybe look for some more runs, try to run some clock and get a score here on this last drive. Remember, Palmetto Prep won the toss. They deferred, so they'll get it first in the second half. Go into the locker room with a nice half-ending drive. Change at lineman late here for Palmetto Prep. They got to get the snap off in time, and nope, they didn't. I thought so. Oh, it's actually a false start, not a delay of game, so 1st and 15 now. Minutemen backed up to their own 21-yard line. DeAndre Duhart back in at running back. Joshua Johnson checks in at receiver. He's on the very top of your screen. Vasquez looking to throw. Fumbled on his last drive. Ball is caught over the middle out to the 40-yard line. It's a first down to the tight end, Caden Bell McKeithen. Palmetto Prep doing a nice job with him. Grayson Labiad, some of the running backs. Labiad, technically a halfback, but just an example of what I'm saying about the depth at running back for Palmetto Prep and giving guys opportunities to make plays and get some film and get in front of the eyes of coaches at different spots. Vasquez blitzes on, pass is caught by Gibbs. Nope. It's a little bit low for Jaquan at midfield. 2:59 to go here in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10. Palmetto Prep from their 40. We'll take a break at halftime, 15 minutes. check in on the NFL games if you want to. Call your mom. Get the kids ready. I'm sure they're amped. The ones that have already gone trick-or-treating. Run them around in the yard for 15 minutes. Burn the sugar off. So 2nd and 10. Those are all options at halftime. Duhart trying to get outside, and he gains a couple. Tackle on the play by Avery Scott for the Marauders. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. Looks like we're going to get a timeout for Palmetto Prep. 2:44 to go here in this opening half. Timeout on the field will step aside as well. Third down and 8 for the offense. Palmetto Prep and Myrtle Beach Collegiate ping-ponging back and forth. We've been tied twice. Palmetto Prep has had the lead, as have the Marauders. Blitz is on, and Vasquez is going down as the pocket collapsed. Clifton Thompson, one of the defensive linemen, making the stop. Our mystery man, number 32, is in there as well. He's a good player. Wish I could tell you who he was. So it'll be Palmetto Prep to punt. 2:15 and counting. Back to receive Warren Campagna. He opened the game with a good kickoff return. High punt by Greenberg. And Campagna is going all the way backwards.
Good work by the Minutemen special teams unit. Can't go on the tackle at the 5-yard line.
So he muffed the first catch and then had to go back, make the play, and by that time the special teams for Palmetto Prep had him wrapped up. They're going to give him a favorable spot at around the 5-yard line. 1:53 to go for Myrtle Beach. And let's see if they play it conservative. I don't believe the Marauders have used any timeouts yet, so they should have all 3. And they might elect to maybe take a shot here. Amani El Nawal, I believe, is in at running back. Parachek again in the shotgun. Tight end Powers in motion now. And they are going to try one. Pass is deflected, though. Nicely done by the line. Andrew King, Tyree Morris.
Second down and 10 for Myrtle Beach following the incompletion.
So now you might see a run here for the Marauders. Parachek looking to go quickly, and it will be a run. Straight ahead. For a gain of 1 goes El Nawal, I believe. Palmetto Prep going to call timeout now. They will. Second timeout used in the half by Palmetto Prep with 1:41 left to go. It's a 3rd and long for Myrtle Beach after this timeout. Third down and 9 at the 7-yard line for Myrtle Beach. One timeout remaining for Palmetto Prep. Should the Marauders try to run it here. Same formation. Parachek's going to keep it, and he's going to get the first. Well, he's going to be close to the first down. I thought he had it, but I don't know with the spot. They've got him spotted just past the 15-yard line. He needed the 16, so let's see where this takes us. It looks like he's going to be, oh boy, they got it. I don't know. I thought he got it, and they are going to give it to him. With 1:24 left to go. They're waiting for the chains to move. Minute 15 and counting. Parachek looking to go quickly. So now, whole different scenario here if you're Myrtle Beach, as Parachek will throw. Facing some pressure, rolls to the near side, facing more pressure, and he flips it out to Adu. 3-yard pickup out to the 19-yard line. Myrtle Beach will use one of their timeouts now, and the clock will stop with 54 seconds remaining here in this opening half. Out of the timeout, 2nd down and 7 for Myrtle Beach. Parachek, 3 receivers to the right. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Brookland, Casey, 68 degrees, sunny day. Parachek looking to run again, and he'll use his legs to pick up a first down and get out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So these aren't big plays, but they're the smart plays right now, as there's still 46 seconds. And slowly but surely, the Marauders are on the march. Remember, Palmetto Prep will get it first to start the third quarter. I thought he had the first down. They stopped him a yard short. 3rd and 1. Parachek the handoff, and it's a 3-yard gain, which is enough for a first down. Myrtle Beach will likely use their second timeout now. They do. No, they don't. Remember, the clock stops. Post-grad football plays college football rules, so the clock did stop, and then you see Parachek with the spike. So they have it out to the 28-yard line. Darius Keck returns for Palmetto Prep. .35 ticks. Parachek has Smith, the lone receiver, on the near side. Amani El Nawal comes to Collins' left now. Parachek looks right, bombs it down the middle, and it's going to be dropped, almost caught by Andre Hamilton, and then he got popped. A nice play by the receiver, Smith, or that would have been a sure interception. Andre Hamilton, good two-way player at Robinson in Concord, North Carolina. 99 tackles and 3 sacks at Robinson. So 3rd down and 10 now for the Marauders with 26 seconds. Again, they still have a couple timeouts here, I believe. Parachek's got to get out to the 38-yard line here. Paratek, he's got a lot of room if he wants to run on this near side. And he will take off, but he's going to be short. Nice job in coverage there by Chandler Johnson, who had his eyes on him the whole time, gave him some space, lured him into that run, and then stopped him short of the marker. He did get out of bounds with 17 seconds, so Myrtle Beach is going to have to kick it away here. And let's see if Palmetto Prep doesn't try to bring the house here with 17 ticks on the clock, try to make a special teams play, make something happen. Mason Lasorsa, the punter, has done a nice job here today. Henry Pickens is back to return it. He's backing up inside his 40-yard line off your screen as we look at Lasorsa. Palmetto Prep has one timeout left, I believe. So not much pressure, but the ball goes out of bounds, and Palmetto Prep's going to have it inside Marauders territory, so not a great kick that time by Lasorsa. And let's see where they're going to spot it. That's going to be right at midfield.
And we'll have a first and 10 from the 50-yard line.
So 12 seconds.
12 seconds remaining in the first half.
Not a whole lot of time. Nabanye Moore is going to come in at quarterback for Palmetto Prep. It's possible he might have the best arm of the three. If you're Palmetto Prep, maybe try for a 10, 15-yarder here. Get on the ball and then toss it in the end zone. That's about the best case scenario. So it is Nabanye Moore at quarterback. Low snap, but he's got time. Now the pressure comes. Moore runs away, tries to get outside, can't do it. Helmet came off as he was tackled. Credit John Brown, number 45, for getting there first. And then the play made by Colin Vontae with 3 seconds. Moore's helmet came off with 3 seconds. Palmetto Prep is going to call timeout here and try for a Hail Mary. Again, folks, at the post-grad level, you know, college football, normally you might just let the clock hit 0. Here at the post-grad level, we got plenty of college coaches watching here today, and this is always an opportunity for an extra play. They will run it. We haven't seen a Hail Mary yet this year. Let's see what the wind's doing. It's actually blowing from left to right, so that's good news if you're Palmetto Prep. If Moore can get it up there, the wind can't help it. It's actually going to be a handoff. Never mind. Quincy Thompson to the 45, and he'll be stood up at the 44. And the half will come to an end. Myrtle Beach clinging to a 1-point lead. The Marauders 21-20 here at the half. You're watching Palmetto Prep football here on YouTube. We'll take a break for the halftime. Once again, your score, it's Myrtle Beach 21, Palmetto Prep 20. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Brookland, Casey, on a 68-degree sunny afternoon. We got a good one as we start the second half. It's Myrtle Beach kicking off. They have a 1-point lead, 21-20. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Palmetto Prep won the toss. They deferred. Now it's Eric Harris with the return out to the 30. Tries to get to the outside, but he's going to be stopped. Julian Rohan making the special teams tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Palmetto Prep at the 34-yard line. Nabanye Moore back out there at quarterback. We saw him on the last quote-unquote drive, if you want to call it that, couple of plays at the end of the half. So all three quarterbacks have played. Andrew Person started the game through a touchdown pass, as did Hayden Vasquez. And now Nabanye Moore here in this second half. DeAndre Duhart, the starting running back, starts us out here in this third quarter as well. Jaquan Gibson, the lone receiver on the near side of your screen. 1st and 10, handoff to Duhart. Duhart got popped in the backfield, and he's going to lose a yard. Number 44, Quamire Green, making the stop. By the way, I got your messages. I got your comments on the page. I got your emails. I got your text message. Colton Vontae is number 92, and it looks like 32 to me, just because of how the numbering is laid out on their jersey. So I got you all. Thank you for sending that and correcting that. Good information to have. Appreciate it. Nabanye Moore facing some pressure. Pass is caught at the 37-yard line. Good pressure there by Omar Conde, the defensive lineman, but Moore still positive yardage to Caden Bell McKeithen. 3rd down and 7 now for Palmetto Prep. Need to get it to their own 44-yard line. Two tight ends set with Dowling and Bell McKeithen. Bell McKeithen is the one who's offset on the far side. More the slants, and Joshua Johnson. It's incomplete. Good coverage by Amos Zephyr, the corner. So 4th down, and it's punting time for Ethan Greenberg. If you're just joining us, Myrtle Beach scored first, 12:32. Early on their opening drive, got good field position off a good kickoff return to make it 7-0 off a touchdown pass. DeAndre Duhart scored to tie us at 7 with 8 minutes to go in the first on a 21-yard touchdown. Then Person to Murray made it 14-7 with 3:51 on a 33-yard touchdown pass. So it was 14-7 at one point. Myrtle Beach tied it at 14 with 2:18 to go in the first quarter on a 10-yard touchdown pass by Parachek to Joins. Then Vasquez to Eric Harris for a bomb. Extra point was missed, 20-14 with 8:18 to go until halftime. And then with 3:48 to go in the second quarter, Parachek hit Smith with for 14 yards. The extra point is the difference, 21-20. And now Marauders with the football. 7-2 Myrtle Beach Collegiate Marauders. 5-3 Palmetto Prep Minutemen. Colin Parachek remains the quarterback. Good high school player up in Michigan. Offer at Morehead State on the table currently for Parachek. Looking to throw. Now trying to escape, but he can't, as you can't escape Javon Nguyen. The big man making the stop. And a nice tackle for Nguyen. Let's see if we could take a quick look at that. Parachek tends to go quickly here, but try to take a peek. As you see Javon Nguyen. No getting around that guy. Back to live action now, Javon Nguyen. He's only 5'11", but at 275, and boy, he's been really impressive. Him, Andrew King, Tyree Morris, excuse me if I can get the words out. It's only my job. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. 12:37 to go here in the third quarter, just underway. Parachek. This time gets some blockers and bounce passes it incomplete. He was looking for, I believe that's Wilburn over on the far side of your screen. Third down and long now. Minutemen trying to get a stop after they went 3 and out on their opening drive of the half. Parachek joins the slot receiver out to the far side of your screen. Francis is the tight end offset to Parachek's left. Pressure coming. Parachek throws it over the middle and just off the fingertips of Isaiah Smith. So both teams go 3 and out on their opening drive. 12-12 remaining here in the third quarter. Final game of the season for both of these teams. Myrtle Beach looking to go to 8-2. Palmetto Prep trying to win their 6th of the season. Either way, Palmetto Prep, another winning season, winning record. I'm pretty confident when I say I don't think they've had a losing season ever, even before Wes and company took over. Boot by La Sorsa. Nickel Fields takes it at the 40. Tries to escape, can't do it. So he's down after maybe a gain of 1. Minutemen will take over for their second possession here in the quarter. Palmetto Prep, take a look at some of the offers. I mentioned Tavin Ward has already committed to South Florida. He is in South Beach enjoying the Rays right now. Cooper Dunnigan received an offer to Wheeling. Shamar Crawford, Lushawn Campos at Livingstone. Nick Hart has an offer at Johnson C. Smith, preferred walk-on at Marshall. Handoff goes to Quincy Thompson. And Thompson tried the right side, cut it back up the middle. Good gain on first down out to the 48-yard line. Amir Muhammad has an offer at Livingstone. Caden Bell McKeithen at Johnson C. Smith. Jaquan Gibson at UMass. Dylan Porter at Morgan State. Tyree Morris has an offer at Lafayette and Monmouth. Max Dowling has offers everywhere. Delaware, Buffalo, Pitt. And Grayson Labiad offers at NC Central and Idaho, I believe. Those are the ones that I know about. Those are not necessarily the only ones. I pick up most of it on social media, and I've been a little busier this week than normal, so I might have missed a couple, but that's all I have for you. This time a loss of 1 for Quincy Thompson, so third down and medium now. Got to get it to the 49-yard line of the Marauders. 10:52 and counting here in the third quarter. Scott, the receiver, on the far side of your screen. I believe it's Gibson on the near side. Correction, that's Murray. Nabanye Moore looks to throw. He's got Scott. Overshot him a little bit, though. And another 3 and out for the offense. Ethan Greenberg will kick it away. A few more clouds have taken out the sunshine momentarily. So Greenberg to kick it away. Warren Campagna is standing at his 19-yard line. The kick returner for Myrtle Beach. Fair catch is called for and taken at the 15-yard line. Myrtle Beach back on offense, their second possession of the half here in just a moment. We'll be back. First and 10 for Parachek and the Marauders. Backed up at their 16-yard line. 10:29 to go here in the third quarter. Both teams playing a tight one. We expected it to be close. Two athletic teams with good defenses, and it has been a good one. Adu with the catch out to the 30, past the 30, and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Good gain and a first down. The first first down for either team here in the third quarter. Parachek whips it out again. It's Adu on the far side, and another big gainer for him. Past midfield inside Palmetto Prep territory at the 48-yard line. 20-yard pickup. Myrtle Beach looking to go quickly. Parachek. Three receivers on the near side. Airmails it. Nobody is on Smith, and he walks to the end zone. Touchdown Marauders on a blown coverage. 48-yard bomb by Colin Parachek. So Parachek hits Smith. And now, if Orlin Lopez can get this extra point here, it'll be an 8-point game. Kick is up, and it's good. 28-20 Myrtle Beach. 9:36 to go here in this third quarter. Palmetto Prep with some work to do when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. 9:36 to go here in the third quarter. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Glad to have been with you all season long. It's been an interesting year. We started with a reminder that COVID is still present in our lives with a game canceled. Eric Harris Jr. picks it up on a hop, takes it to the 25-30, and he'll be downed at the 33. Then a wild game against Phoenix City that was won in the fourth quarter by Palmetto Prep 7-6. Then Palmetto Prep really rolled 3 games in a row. They scored 43, 46, and 38 while shutting their opponents out. 3 straight home wins. Then they lost a close one at the Georgia Knights, and the wheels kind of came off. Came back home against Phoenix City, lost 40-9, lost at Fork Union 22-14. A couple of weeks ago, got back in the win column, defeating probably the top, well, definitely the regular season champ, Birmingham Sports, and a team that is Nabanya Moore's passes tipped, and that was almost picked. They won against Birmingham Sports Academy 35-12. Last week they had a game called off. And wrapping it up here today against Myrtle Beach. Talking to Wes and everybody with Palmetto Prep, and they've got big plans. I know a lot of you won't be back, hopefully. That means everybody's moving on to 4-year schools. Got to shell out for that ESPN Plus for some of you. Nickel Fields got popped right at the line of scrimmage. And it's 93, not 53, 93. Colton Vontae making the stop. Another good play by him. 3rd down and 10. Minutemen really don't want a 3 and out here. Nabani Moore being rushed. He's going down, and they're going to have a 3 and out. A host of players. Omar Conde was there. Our former mystery man. Now we know it's Colton Vontae. He was also there. So another 3 and out, and Palmetto Prep backed up to a 4th and 20 now. Nearing the midway point of the 3rd quarter, it's Ethan Greenberg to kick it away again, and this time Warren Campagna standing at his 36. Backs up to the 26. Tried for the return, but good coverage. Getting there first was Chandler Johnson. Marauders will go back on offense. Chance to make it 2 scores here. We mentioned some of the Minutemen offers, and I mentioned Colin Parachek as an offer at Moorhead State. Vicarito, the other quarterback who we haven't seen, I assumed we'd see him at some point. We still might. He has got an offer at Glenville State. And I just got a text message that Brandon Tucker, one of the talented defensive players, linebacker for the Marauders, has an offer at Presbyterian, which is just up the road from here in South Carolina. Parachek back on offense. 4 receivers set, 2 to each side, 7:55 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to hand it off. Good run up the middle. Check the number. It looks like that's 23. 23 is Jackson Stamfly from Eagle High School in Idaho. He was an all-state running back there. That's a talented high school. Unfortunately, the flag is going to wipe that run out. It's a hold. They averaged, I believe, when Stamfly was there, over 350 yards rushing per game. So 1st and 20, back at their own 20. Myrtle Beach backed up after the hold. Parachek, play fake. Nice blocking this time by the offensive line, and the pass is caught by Joins on the far side. 12-yard pickup. So got all 10 of the penalty, plus 2 for their troubles, and it's 2nd and 8. I think I mentioned to the Palmetto Prep fans, my first job in broadcasting after college was calling football in Wyoming, and there's some hidden talent up there kind of tucked away in those smaller areas. Wyoming, Idaho. Good run ahead this time by Stamfly. That's a 5-yard run. And a 3rd down and 3. Got to get it to the 41 if you're Myrtle Beach. Palmetto Prep needs a stop. Defense got to make a play here. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far. I believe it's Wilburn all by himself on that far side. Parachek throws it over the middle. That's going to be caught. Adu makes another 3rd down grab. 5-yard gain, and the clock continues to run, as does the Marauders' drive here.
it's going to be caught.
Oop, back to live action. I wanted to look at the replay. We didn't have time. There's the defense that we need to see. Pass is caught once again to Adu, but it's going to be for a loss back to the 41-yard line. Second down and 12 now.
Second down and 12 to go from the 41-yard line.
Inside 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ooh. This is going to be a free play. Parachek knows it. He's going to air it out. He's got a man, and it's just a little bit long for Wilburn. Wilburn and Pickens. That would have been a fun, if that pass was a little more on target, that would have been a fun matchup to see as Pickens was right with him. But it was offside on Palmetto Prep, so it was a free play, and then from a 2nd and 12 now to a 2nd and 7.
Myrtle Beach will have second down and 7. The 46-yard line.
46-yard line now is where Myrtle Beach will start this second down from. Colin Parachek airs it out. On the near side, it's Smith again. Past the defense for another bomb and score. This time, 54 yards, and Myrtle Beach is running away with it now. 34-20. So 48 yards on the last one. And Smith is having no trouble getting past the secondary here in this second half. Once again, it's Orlin Lopez to attempt the extra point. He's been perfect today. Palmetto Prep could use a miss here. Kick is through, though, and it's 35-20. First two-score lead for either team in what has been so far a tightly contested game. Myrtle Beach got some momentum now. 5:41 left to go. We'll see what Palmetto Prep can do on offense here in just a bit. .68 is not hot enough for the kind of ecosystem that exists in this press box right now. We have hornets, we have bees, we have what looked like a tick. I don't know, I threw it out the window. There was a fly at one point. There's a mosquito right here on the window. Brooklyn Casey High School, a protected environment, it all used to be swamp, folks, and the bugs don't know the difference. Eric Harris, another decent return past the 30 before he gets stood up, and this is a very important drive right now for Palmetto Prep. They need a score here. It's only a 2-touchdown lead, but you can sense the tide is starting to change a little bit. And the Bonnie Moore back out there at quarterback. 5:32 to go here in the third quarter. Our final broadcast of 2021. Want to give all of you a shout out. Thanks for joining us all season long, Minutemen fans. Really appreciate all of the feedback that we've gotten. The Bonnie Moore, DeAndre Duhart in at running back. 3 receivers set now for the Minutemen. Moore throws it, caught by Max Dowling. I don't think there's anything. If you throw it in his stratosphere, Max Dowling is going to catch it. Every time me and my 39-year-old knees think about lugging this equipment up those stairs, I think about you guys. We've had great audiences all season long. I've had a chance to meet a couple of you in person too, which was fun. Good luck to all of these kids too. I don't want to see anybody back here next year. Duhart out as a receiver. They throw it to Dowling, and it's kind of like, I've done 4 basketball games this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and, when your basketball team is in a scoring drought, you get it to your best player, and you get a bucket. Right now, Palmetto Prep is going right to Max Dowling to keep this drive going and to try to get a score. They're going to their biggest weapon. Well, not necessarily their biggest. Jaquan Gibson, and there's some receivers that have big plays, but certainly the steady hand of the Minutemen offense. 4:12 and counting. 1st and 10 from midfield. Moore, pass off the mark looking for Traquel Murray. Traquel Murray has a touchdown catch today.
2nd and 10 for the Minutemen following the incompletion.
I think. Yeah, he did. 33 yards in the first quarter. I can't read my own handwriting is the problem. Meanwhile, on the other side, Colin Parachek has thrown 5 touchdown passes today. Maybe we can appeal to have those added to those records up in Michigan that he's got. Somebody's got to pick him up. Duhart trying to get to the left, and a good gain on 2nd down, excuse me. It's a 6-yard pickup. Inside now, Marauders territory.
It's brought down to the 44. 3rd down and 4 to go for the Minutemen.
Parachek will be playing at a 4-year school next year. I know he has 1 offer. I assume he'll have more. 3rd down and manageable now, 3rd and 4. Got to get it to the 40. Need this drive to continue here for the Minutemen. Trying to get the momentum back. Past 3.5. Handoff, big burst ahead. And a 1st down and then some as Quincy Thompson lowers his shoulder, picking up a couple extra. Out to the 36-yard line. Nice run there by Quincy Thompson.
Picks up 8 yards. That's another Palmetto Prep Minutemen 1st down.
So a good drive after falling behind 2 scores for the first time. Got to capitalize, though, if you're the Minutemen. Right now, 1st and 10 inside Marauders territory at their 36. Moore gets all kinds of time, airs it out over double coverage, and it was knocked down, intended for Joshua Johnson.
Johnson, the intended receiver on the play.
Avery Scott was there. I'm trying to get the number on the young man who knocked it down, though. I want to say it was Zephyr. Yeah, that's 25 over there. We've called his name a few times. Amos making another nice defensive play. Now he'll come out. Campagna comes in. 2nd and 10. Duhart. He's got room to the 30, and he'll be down at about the 25. Should be a 1st down. They're going to mark him at the 26. I think he still has it, though. 2:35 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. This is a good-looking drive. One of the more sustained drives for either team. Eating up some clock, but time is still on the side of the Minutemen. And the first mistake of the drive. It's going to be a false start.
That'll give Palmetto Prep a 1st and 15 from the 31.
Back in 2019, Palmetto Prep, 40 of the 44 players they had received offers. Be interesting to see how it plays out this year. Recruiting and the competition is so tough. Duhart out in motion on the near side. Moore 1st and 15, gets it to DeAndre at the 35, takes it to the 30, dragging bodies out of bounds at the 25. Minute 37 and counting. So Duhart gets the yards back, the penalty yards, plus an extra for his trouble. It's a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 for Palmetto Prep. 25-yard line of the Marauders. Simmons and Johnson, the receivers, on the left. Traquel Murray on the right. Now Simmons goes in motion. Moore is going to be sacked. I believe it was Vontae. I'm not 100% on that one, though. It's a loss of 11, and that's a drive killer right there. So 3rd down and forever. 3rd down, and it looks to be 20. But this is 4-down territory, so if you're Palmetto Prep here, set up a medium play. Give yourself an opportunity with 2 downs to work with as we go inside 30 seconds here in the 4th quarter. Go back to Dowling. He's the tight end lined up on the right here. Is that Person? I believe Person back in. Throws it over Murray, and it'll be 4th and 20. So they were trying to do exactly what I said, get a medium pickup. Now it's 4th and 20, and it looks like the offense is coming off the field. Yeah, Andrew Person had to come in because Nabanye Moore, when he got sacked, his helmet came off. So a drive that had some momentum stalls out, and now Myrtle Beach can, relatively speaking, put it away as they'll start the 4th quarter with the football. Ethan Greenberg at the Marauders 49. High kick. And it's going to be caught by Campagna. Escapes a few tacklers out to the 15. A little past that. 3 quarters in the books. Myrtle Beach pulling away. We'll see if the defense for the Minutemen can get a stop as we start the 4th quarter here in just a couple of minutes. One more quarter to go. Myrtle Beach will be backed up here. But they do have the momentum right now. It's actually at the 9-yard line. I think I said the 14. My brain, after a long weekend, is starting to shut down, folks.
Let's make some noise for your defense.
Colin Parachek still out there. Sends the tight end Powers in motion to his left. Parachek, 5 touchdown throws. He has accounted for all the scoring today. Play action now. Parachek looks to run on the outside and
Short gain on these.
didn't have much to work with, so picks up a couple.
Pick up of 4 yards on the play.
Actually, a couple and a couple more on top of it. It's a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. This time the tight end Powers is a slot receiver, nearest to the quarterback on the right side. Joins also one of the slots. Wilburn nearest to us, and Smith on the far side. Smith has caught 2 bombs in this second half to help the Marauders out to a 15-point lead. Amani El Nawal straight ahead. He's going to be close to the first down marker. Might be a half-yard shy.
5-yard gain on the play.
I mentioned he's from Nevada. Went to a Faith Lutheran
It's good.
his junior year in 2019 and 441 rush yards, average 5.5 per carry. He gets it on 3rd down, and he's got a first down and then some out to the 26-yard line. So the drive rolls on for the Marauders.
7-yard carry on the play. 1st and 10 for the Marauders from the 25-yard line.
Defenders trying to get off the field in time. Parachek. This is a offense that's really a well-oiled machine. They go quick, and Parachek in rhythm. He slows it up now, though. And we got some movement, possibly. False start will back it up to a 1st and 15. Notice the difference, Minutemen fans, the way this game is going and the way the game against Phoenix City went. How the opponent has the lead, and look at how the opponent is conducting themselves. This is the difference between the Bishop Sycamores and the real post-grad programs. This is a Myrtle Beach team that's handling its business. Now, don't get me wrong. Down on the field, there's plenty of talking. That just happens in football. I'm not saying there's not. But look at the way they're conducting themselves. Look at the differences. And you'll see what I was talking about. Oh, what a pass. Just over Joins, who had it go off his fingertips at midfield. There's no cheap shots. The offensive line and defensive line are doing a lot of talking now that I'm looking at them. But, again, that's normal. Needless to say, we're not going to see the field littered with garbage should Myrtle Beach hang on, like we saw with Phoenix City several weeks ago. They are lucky that I don't like post games. 13-11 left to go. Parachek sends Powers in motion. Offset tight end. Parachek whips it over the middle, and this time it's grabbed by Joins. He ain't going to miss twice. Big gain out to the 49-yard line.
37 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st and 10.
I know Parachek likes to go quick. I want to try to look at the replay of this.
Parachek whips it over the middle, and this time it's grabbed.
Maybe 48. They gave him the 49. Handoff, diving ahead. It's still El Nawal, I believe, the running back for about 4 yards, taking it inside Palmetto Prep territory. And, yeah, flag is down, so this one might be coming back. Nope, another personal foul on Palmetto Prep. We've seen the Minutemen shoot themselves in the foot a little bit here in 2021. Have some of the calls been ticky-tack? Yes, but nothing that egregious. So 15 more yards for the Marauders, who are marching down.
15 yards. 1st and 10 for Myrtle Beach from the 32.
Parachek, 5 touchdown throws already here this afternoon. Is it still? Yeah, it's still afternoon. Handoff, and this time stuffed in the backfield. Good penetration by the defense for the Minutemen. Saeem Safdar being credited. And that was Jacoby Satterwhite also in there. So 2nd and 12 now. Marauders. Uh-oh, broken play. It was deflected to the running back. That's Stamfly who's back in there. And he takes the personal stat loss to keep possession alive. Boy, this is about the same time that Palmetto Prep started going backwards on their drive on their last possession. Now it's happening to Myrtle Beach. So El Nawal comes back in. Adu checks in as a slot receiver. 3rd down and real long. They got to get it to the 23-yard line. So 24 yards. Airing it out is Parachek. Why not? He's got it twice already in this half, but not that time. Henry Pickens was there in coverage on Smith. Smith has a 48-yard touchdown pass and a 54-yard touchdown pass from Parachek. That was back in the 3rd quarter, both of them. So 4th down, Palmetto Prep gets the stop they needed. 11-13 left to go. Plenty of time for the Minutemen now. As Mason LaSorsa will kick it. Nickel Field standing at his 12. LaSorsa boots it from his 46. Fields at the 12, trying to escape. And he gets away. Boy, give him A for effort. He doesn't get much in the way of yardage, but he really fought for what he got. Nickel Fields wrestled out of bounds close to the 15. Palmetto Prep will take over here in just a moment. We'll be back. So 10:58 left to go here in this ball game. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you on a beautiful Halloween. I believe Nambani Moore is back in at quarterback. Had to leave for a play, and nice catch by Jaquan Gibson.
Moore's pass is complete.
Let's take a look at that one again real quick if we can. 10-yard pickup, 1st down for the Minutemen. Athletic play there by Jaquan. 1st and 10 out to the 25-yard line for Palmetto. Minutemen down by 2 scores. Moore got some room on the right side. He'll pick up some yards and be love tapped out of bounds by one of the DBs. So 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. $10:03 remaining. Plenty of time for the Minutemen down 2 scores. Minutemen haven't scored since the 8:18 mark in the 2nd quarter. 3 straight from Myrtle Beach after Palmetto Prep briefly took the lead at 20-14. Airing it out for Jaquan, and that's incomplete on the near side, inside Marauders territory. $9:37 left to go. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Minutemen really need a third down conversion here. Trying to keep the drive alive. Nabanye Moore in the offense. 3 receivers bunched on the far side. Gibson on the near, Scott on the near side. Pass is caught by Gibson. It was a bit off target, but Jaquan made the grab and a much-needed first down out to the 38-yard line.
Decent gain on the play, pushes the ball to the 38-yard line. That's another Palmetto Prep Minutemen first down.
So clock continuing to move, 9:15 to go. The wind has started to pick up a little more from right to left. Wind's been at the back in both halves for the Minutemen. Interesting. Quick pass out, caught by Simmons. And Simmons gets out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Gain of a couple. Jordan Simmons, product of Waterboro, South Carolina, Collegiate High School. Was there a flag on the field? They called a personal foul. Oh, a roughing the passer is called on the Marauders. So that's a break for the Minutemen. Yeah, the flag was back at the 29-yard line. We missed it. So that brings it inside Marauders territory at the 45. Nabanye Moore and the Minutemen back on the march. In motion is Gibson. Ooh, that's going to be a false start. Or were they drew off? Let's see. It doesn't look good for the offense, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's false start. Jaquan Gibson was a little too excited on that one. Back to midfield now. .8:24 remaining. Quincy Thompson, the running back. Steps actually spun to the left. Nabanye Moore flips it up and tiptoeing. It's going to be caught. Nicely done, Jordan Simmons. We got to talk. There's a few things that happened on that play. And let's take a quick look at it here as Palmetto Prep starts to go to the hurry up. We didn't see the block, but there was a block there by Nate Holder. Nate Holder picked up a blitzer, and that gave Moore enough time to get to the outside. Otherwise, Moore was going to get taken down. So a beautiful play there by Nate Holder. And it's second down and short. 7.5 to go. Handoff goes to Thompson. Burst ahead, and he's down to the 25-yard line. Quincy Thompson. He reminds me a little bit. He's not quite as wide and big as Jerome Bettis, but he reminds me a little bit of him, the way he runs. So we're past the midway point of the quarter. Minutemen methodical drive. Got to start picking up the pace a little bit. Out to Simmons. Simmons at the 20. Escapes a tackler 15-10. And it'll be first and goal for Palmetto Prep. So Simmons has done a nice job on this drive. Here's the catch, and then you can see him escape one tackler and get inside the 10-yard line. First and goal.
First and goal from the 8-yard line.
They marked him out at the 8. Four receivers set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Lone receiver Scott on the right. Play action. Nabanye Moore facing some pressure, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Wise decision. Smart play there by Nabanye.
Second down and goal for Palmetto.
You're in 4-down territory. .6:20 left to go. The clock stopped. Second and goal. Minutemen. Moore looks to the near side. Flips it up. It's caught by McKeithen. Caden Bell McKeithen
Caden Bell McKeithen.
inside the 5. He'll be marked at the 3. 6:07 left to go.
And 5 on the play. Third down and goal to go from the 3-yard line.
I'm looking for Max Dowling here. Keep your eye on him, number 10. You see him in the huddle closest to us. Two tight end set with McKeithen, the offset tight end. Thompson, the running back. He gets the handoff, bulldozes ahead, and scores. Touchdown, Minutemen. Now, do you go for 2 here? Or do you take the extra point and deal with the 2-point conversion later? So Quincy Thompson with a good drive. 5:35 still to go. Plenty of time. Looks like they're going to go for 2. 9-point game right now. Minutemen can make it 7. Duhart in at running back. Simmons in motion. And they were looking for Max Dowling, and they missed him. So it's still a 2-score game. And with 5.5 left to go, if you're a Marauders fan, you should be feeling pretty good. So they had him. Couldn't get it, though. Minutemen down, still by 9. We'll be back. Welcome back. After the 2-point conversion was missed, things looking a little bleak. The door is not shut, though. With 5:35 remaining, Palmetto Prep hasn't used any timeouts, I don't believe. Got to get 3 and outs now, though, and can't let Campagna have a good return. He's trying to get it to the outside, but he'll be stopped inside the 35. It's a 19-yard return officially here. So Quincy Thompson, 4-yard touchdown run, but the Minutemen missed the 2-point opportunity, and now they need to make some plays. A turnover would be great. First and 10 at the 34. Corey Ibrahim is back in, I believe, at running back. Let's see if we don't see a steady dose of the run game. Parachek's had 5 touchdown throws today. Myrtle Beach might want to keep the foot on the gas. We'll see. First down run is how they start it. And out to the 38. That is Corey Ibrahim. Stevens County. He's from the Toccoa Falls area. 603 rush yards, 6.5 yards per rush, 8 touchdowns his senior year. That was in 7 games for Corey. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, so that's about an hour from me, that area. Beautiful part of Georgia. Ibrahim again forward for just a yard. So Third down will come at about the 4-minute mark. Got to get a 3 and out. Down 2 scores, a first down here is basically the nail in the coffin. I do believe, though, again, Palmetto Prep full allotment of their timeouts. Better to get a stop. They're showing blitz. We've seen some good third down blitzing. Passes complete to Francis. Francis uses a stiff arm, and he has the first down. He does get out of bounds, but that's a dagger. Out to the 47-yard line. So now, unless Palmetto Prep starts to use their timeouts, you're looking at least another couple of minutes running off the clock here, assuming that they run the football. .336, and this is the slowest we've seen the Marauders play all day. Obviously, they want to run the clock. We don't have the play clock on the scoreboard, so they're keeping it down on the field. Ibrahim goes forward, and he'll be stopped at the 48. Inside Minutemen territory. Good pickup on first down for the Marauders. 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 as we're going to go inside 3 minutes to go. And again, the Marauders letting that play clock wind down. I've been impressed with Colin Parachek today. He's real good. Play action now. In a little bit of trouble, whips it out. That'll be incomplete, so that helps the Minutemen. A stop there. Clock stops with 2.5. And it'll be third down and 5 as well. So if the Minutemen can get a stop here, look for them to call timeout. 2.5. Not a lot of time, though. Third and 5 inside Minutemen territory. Parachek and the defender falls down. Wilburn catches it. He's going to the house. And this one's in the books. 41-26, Myrtle Beach on a 48-yard touchdown, the 6th of the day for Parachek. So Wilburn gets into the action. Technically, if you want to be a glass half full person, it's still a 2-score game right now. It would be a 3-score game if Lopez makes this extra point. La Sorsa is the holder. And the kick is good, so that will do it. Myrtle Beach, 42-12, still 2 scores, but you know what I mean. It would take a colossal collapse, let's put it that way, with 2:22 left to go. So one more drive of the season for Palmetto Prep. With 2:22 remaining, we'll have it for you when we come back. The Marauders on Halloween, I mentioned they came here to pillage, and they have done just that, 42-26. They have taken Brookland Casey and made it theirs. Jaquan Gibson, kick return out to the 30, 35, 40. You get a touchdown here and things get interesting, but unfortunately only out to the 45-yard line. The wind's starting to swirl a little bit.
46, I should say. First and 10 for the Minutemen.
So 9 seconds off the clock, 2:13 to go and 2 scores. Got to look for some big plays here for the Minutemen and then hope for a quick score and an onside kick recovery. Nabanye Moore empty backfield. Quick catch, or quick pass out to Nickel Fields. Pass is incomplete, and a flag is down. It's going to be a hold on Palmetto Prep. So that will back them up further and make things even more difficult.
First and long for Palmetto Prep from the 36-yard line.
So first and 20. Back at their own 36, Nickel Fields the running back. Moore still the quarterback. Andrew Person started the game. We saw Hayden Vasquez for about a quarter. Pass intended for Joshua Johnson, and that's off the mark.
Ford's pass is incomplete. Johnson, the intended receiver. Second down and long for the Minutemen.
So it remains second and 20. Eric Harris, Traquel Murray on the far side. Joshua Johnson on the near side. Moore, good pressure. Pass is caught by Murray, but the defense wraps him up in the backfield, and that's Brandon Tucker making the play. 2-yard loss. Inside 2 minutes left to go. So the Marauders will wrap their season, assuming this is the last game, which I believe it is again. They'll wrap their season 8-2. Minutemen will finish with a 5-4 mark and 4-2 here at home, which is not typical of a Palmetto Prep team to have that many losses. 3rd and 22. The blitz. Moore tries to escape, just throws it to save himself with 1:14 left to go. It'll be 4th down, and we'll see if the Minutemen will probably run another play here, and then it'll be some knees, some victory formations for Myrtle Beach. Although, again, as I mentioned a couple games ago, at this level, opportunities to run plays, you might not necessarily see knees being taken. You might see the offense being run, some running backs getting some opportunities, if nothing else. 4th and 20, likely the final offensive play of the year for the Minutemen. They scored 89 points in 2 games earlier this year. Looking for Nickel Fields over the middle, and no flag. Pass was incomplete. And Myrtle Beach can run this one out now with 1:09 left to go. So Parachek and the offense will take over. Looks like they have a new running back. It's going to be Mekhi Williams. I'm surprised we didn't see him earlier in this game. A Knoxville, Tennessee product at Bearden High School. Rushed for almost 2,200 yards. 3-year varsity player, had 18 touchdowns, averaged 6 yards per rush, He gets his first handoff here today, dives forward out to the 33-yard line. It's a 2-yard pickup. And there should be maybe one or two more. No, just one more play, it looks like. We'll see how quick they elect to move here with Parachek running the show. Handoff again. And it'll be stopped in the backfield. Williams takes the loss, and that should do it. So the Marauders will wrap their season at 8-2. Palmetto Prep finishes at 5-4 as Myrtle Beach comes to town on Halloween, winning today by a score. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. I don't know if they're going to run another play or not. I was ready to say goodbye, and now I can say goodbye. 42-26 is your final. Myrtle Beach wins their 8th of the year, sending Palmetto Prep to the locker rooms with a 5-4 2021 season. Folks, I can't thank you enough for being with us all year long. Really appreciate having you with us. Let's do it again bigger and better next year. Good luck to all the kids as they move on to 4-year schools. Best of luck to everybody. Once again, your final score, Myrtle Beach 42, Palmetto Prep 26. My name's Chris Sheeman. Enjoy your Halloween. Stay safe.